my podcast starting.
Freedom to create music.
Greetings and welcome to the Soul Logistic Radio Show, Monday Morning Quarterback. I'm your host, Doug Evans, the unknown icon. Some people call me Hannibal Smith. Got the minister of information, the straw, the stirs, the drink. Fat Tommy, what's popping, bro?
What's going on, Doug Evans, man? How in the world I go and get down with the team and put money on them to go to the Super Bowl, and the minute I bet, we drop 2 in a row. Lord, let's bring in Brother CJ.
And I guess Cowboy fan, my people's comedian, CJ Richardson. What's popping, brother?
Hey, what's happening, fellas? How y'all doing?
Hey, I'm not doing too great. I was up to 1 a.m. Hey, Fat Tommy, did you watch the whole game?
Man, I stayed up the whole game to lose. I was like, man, if we're gonna have a rain delay and we're gonna keep the dedicated fans up and we're gonna stay to the very last second, at least win the game. Give us overtime.
I'm glad you stayed up. Yeah.
Huh?
You got everything you deserve for staying up. Should have went to bed.
I think the best move that Prescott made when he jumped on that fumble. That was the game.
Yeah.
What you think, CJ?
Agree.
Well, I don't know if it was the best move because at the time that was the only move. You know what I'm saying? That's all he could do, you know. Like Rico, everybody talking about run the ball. We tried to run the ball, fumble the ball. But Dak, you know, he's the right place at the right time, you know what I'm saying? So he did what was best in the situation, but you know, he redeemed himself. Redemption.
He could have did like Cam Newton and just looked down at it.
No,
Right.
we don't do that around here.
I was hoping he did that.
We don't do that. You know,
that's what I was hoping. I thought when he hit that, I thought it was over. I was going, fumble, yeah, woo! And then it went away.
So Dak Prescott had he was 29 for 42, 352 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. He tried to give us that game.
He did. If he really wanted us to have it, he would have missed the fumble though.
We had some miscues along the way, but that's why it's a 60-minute game. You know, when the only time you can really start hollering in a close game is when the clock strikes 0.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, and the longer y'all left us in the game, the more I felt better about us winning the game. Because, you know, coming into the game, y'all were the favorite. Y'all were at home. It was Monday night. It rained. Y'all were the running team. We can't stop the run. So everything was set up for us to lose.
Man, y'all did the best against the run. Unfortunately, yesterday I was saying like we couldn't get the running game going for nothing. But look, I'm happy that Justin Fields still look good. We having problems on the defensive side. That steel curtain, man, it looked like a shower curtain yesterday.
Well, I agree.
Like,
it did look like a shower curtain, but we didn't do the best against the run against y'all. We did the best against the run so far against the Giants. We had them like 29 yards or something like that. But we did take a big step forward with shutting down a big back like y'all got Najee Harris, man, because, you know, that boy like about 230, 240. So, you know, and then we had both of our defensive ends missing, you know. But
that's why I was concerned, because all week the mainstream media was talking about what we're going to do to y'all. Y'all can't stop the one. You can't run. I was like, oh, my God. So they're going to be ready for all this. I hate when they do that.
Yeah. Because kind of like we're playing with house money. We're supposed to lose anyway. You know?
Right.
And those are the type games that the Cowboys typically win.
And that's the ones we typically lose. Doug told me we're going to lose the games that everybody predicted us to win. And once everybody started saying we the favorite and we're going to win, I just remained quiet because I was like, Doug has warned me against these games.
What's your overall on Dak Prescott? I mean, you really think y'all could go all the way?
I'm a Dak Prescott fan, but see, when you talk about go all the way, that's 53 players. You know, Dak Prescott gets all the media, you know, takes all the heat for the wins and the losses, but you got to be realistic. If you're really a football fan, you got to look at that thing. Dak has put us in position several times to win games. We've had the lead in under 4 minutes, only for the defense to let the other team go down and score and kick field goals. And this was when we had some of our better teams because we were always missing cornerbacks. Aaron Rodgers been a thorn in our side. We were winning games. I'm at the game. We got, like less than a minute on the clock. Aaron Rodgers took them right down. They scored the games, So things like that, people give all the blame to Dak Prescott. But like last night, I just need somebody to step forward, other than you two guys and say, okay, where, he redeemed himself at the end. He's a fighter. He's one of those guys where, he takes all the heat, but he takes all the pressure and he's a winner. Hasn't had a losing season since he's been in the league. Most of the media, they're not Dak Prescott fans. They still talking about Aaron Rodgers. He's a bad man. Aaron Rodgers had 3 interceptions and they lost yesterday. I ain't heard a word.
That was my next question. Do you think mainstream media always go at that? Because even Josh Allen, they love Josh Allen.
Trash.
But when he make mistakes, you don't hear that, right?
Exactly. And they always talk about the money. You know what I'm saying? The players don't control the money. Everybody knows the owners control the money. See, what happens with the money is you got to sign the player at the right time. That got 2 max contracts 2 years later because Jerry Jones was being stubborn. He didn't franchise tag the man twice in his rookie contract. So all that's doing is setting the bar even higher. And then we had all off season. We could have signed Dak right after in March and got him for probably about $48 million, somewhere around there. No, they want to wait. So now we got another $12 million on top of that. He's $60 million, highest paid player in the league. And see, when it comes to the money, man, look, I ain't looking at nobody's pockets when it comes to money. Your job, my man Fat Tommy, what is it, Fat Tommy? Yeah. We're not looking at nobody's money. I want all the players to get all their money they can get. And the reason being is because the owners don't lose no money any games.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. I think Jerry like to have the highest paid. I think he do that just because he liked that. He liked to be around saying he got the highest paid quarterback. I think that's the stuff he likes. That he gets off on it. I got the highest paid quarterback. And if the truth be told, I don't see nothing wrong with giving Dak that kind of money. Like for the amount of money, he got a stadium that hold 100,000. Tickets is $100 at least a game. Man, he ain't giving them no money when you think about it. He ain't giving them no money. So I never complain. I think the WNBA, all of them is underpaid.
Yeah,
pay everybody more. Doug underpaid. I'm underpaid. No, I don't care where you work at. You underpaid.
That's right. I think the thing with Dallas is it's not even so much the money. What Jerry does is the theatrics of his all.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
The entertainment.
That's the hype.
Like he'll keep stringing something along. He signed Dak on the day of the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he already knew what he was going to do, but he played that thing all year, and we were in the headlines.
Right. Every in the press.
Every day, and he loved it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what
tell me, CJ. When I think of a Dallas Cowboy fan, sometimes I'm like, how could you be a Cowboy fan when you hear some of the stuff that Jerry Jones say? You saw the picture with him trying to block the young black sister from trying to get to school. I just heard the audio of with Jamie Foxx. Did you hear that with Jamie Foxx when Jerry Jones was talking about the player? Did you hear that?
I did.
So I just wonder, from a Steeler fan, how could one be a Dallas Cowboy fan with Jerry Jones as the owner?
All right, I'm gonna sum that up in 2 parts. Okay, and we're just gonna be realistic here. Okay. First of all, I don't know Jerry Jones. Okay. I started being a Cowboy fan. My dad was watching football and he loved the Cowboys. And this was back, I'm 55. So when I started watching football, it one was 6, 8, and 12. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even had 35 back then. You know what I'm saying? It had PBS. But my point is, there's one TV in the house. You can watch what's on, you going outside.
Yeah. That's the way it used to be.
My daddy was following the Cowboys, so I started following the Cowboys. So that's at a little bitty age, at 6 years old. So, and they've had many owners. So I didn't even start watching the Cowboys because of Jerry Jones.
Okay.
First of all, so I was there before he got there. All right. Now, when you hear about these owners, some are more public than others, some are private. But it doesn't mean just because it's public, it's the only thing that's happening. Because they got their own fraternity. You see what I'm saying? So when you ask me that question, that's a question that can be asked to almost every NFL fan. All of them got some dirt on them. You see what I'm saying? So I tend to stick with the fandom part and the personal part. I don't have no personal attachment to Jerry Jones.
Okay.
I'm just a Cowboy fan. But the thing is like when we go and we dig, I'm sure we can dig up some dirt on everybody. I probably can go in y'all closet and find one or two things, but we ain't gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's always something there.
Yeah.
It's just what the public knows. Just like this P. Diddy thing. I ain't know all that stuff. But if you go digging for stuff, what you gonna find?
You're
You
gonna
gonna
find
find
something.
stuff.
You gonna
Yep.
find some stuff, man. So I try not to, as my fandom, and I display it publicly. I try to just stick with the football because
Gotcha.
just like the players, we got favorite players too. You know, some of their public business has been I mean, some of their private business has been put out there in public, and it ain't always good either. You know, domestic abuse,
True.
drunk driving, shooting and drug and gang members and things like that. So when you look at the football and the owners, they're people just like us. We know what our community and our society looks like, and they're just a richer part of the same community.
Cool.
That's how I look at it.
Well, I
So
would
what do you think
definitely
about
chime in.
what do you think about the Washington rookie Jaden Daniels? He getting all the press right now. What do you think about that brother?
Hey, to be honest with you, man, I mean, I like the boy when he's in college. So I'm a Cowboy fan, but I'm a football fan first. So and I respect players. You got game, you got game. You know what they
Right.
say? Ballers respect ballers.
Ballers,
Yeah.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think the dude is he's doing amazing. Now I ain't sold on him yet because it's a small sample. You know what I'm saying? So and the schedule that he's been playing hasn't been as difficult yet, but he's gonna come to the meat of the schedule, and they got like about 5 or 6 games back to back to back. Now, if he comes out of there unscathed, you got to get a boy the props, and you can't give him no Rookie of the Year award if he comes out there unscathed. He got to be in the running for
Right.
MVP because he's a bad dude.
Yeah. Yeah. So how long you been doing comedy, brother?
Oh man, I've been doing comedy about 25, 30 years, man.
What?
Yeah, and the reason I ain't on the national stage because you see what's happening in Hollywood now, right?
What? Talk to me. Talk to
Yeah,
the
you
brother.
see what's going on with P. Diddy. I ain't going to no parties. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not going to the parties. I just want to go on stage, do my thing, and go home. But no, they want a party. I don't party.
So you not down with the other things
OPP.
I'm not
He
down with
not down with
anything that's
OPP.
gonna
Other people's penises.
I'm not down with anything that conflicts your morals.
right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like people think money is everything. To me, I don't really, you gotta have money to live, but I'm making a decent living doing it my way. So the thing is, like, you can have millions and be compromised, or you can live a nice, healthy, safe life,
I
and,
feel
and be okay and
you
be
100. I feel
yeah.
you 100%, and that way you get up in the morning, look at yourself in the mirror, and feel proud about yourself. Right?
Exactly, man.
I feel you.
Y'all
I'm
see
with you
them
100.
guys, man. They only hard on the videos, like most of them rappers. And then they show up at one of them parties, and then they wearing see-through shirts and stuff like that. You
Well,
know,
and if they was really that hard, people like P. Diddy wouldn't be able to exist in the space because
True.
real brothers would call
True.
them out for that. People with
exactly,
integrity
man.
and people that have and I was just telling Doug the other day, it's a lot in believing in yourself. When you don't
True.
have no talent or you lacking confidence, when somebody say, "Hey, come sit in my lap and I'll give you a record deal," then if you can really sing, you go, man. I ain't worried about you. I'm gonna sell records anyway. But if you don't
Exactly.
have self confidence, then you move over and may be tricked into that lap. But see,
Correct.
it never stopped there because Puff had to sit in somebody's lap. So he
Yeah,
was abused, and then he passed the abuse on. That's why it's a fraternity. If you look, they just do what's been done to them and keep it going. And so it really it don't end or begin with Puffy. We can look again, just like in sports. We can look in Hollywood. We can find dirt on
that's right.
everybody if we actually start looking.
Exactly.
So do you
And I
think?
think I think one second. I just think like most of the time in mainstream anything, you know, once you cross somebody on your level or above, that's when all the problems come out, and they target the person that they're trying to get, and they'll try to scave around anybody associated with it. But then you might get caught up in the crossfire.
Yeah.
Like they said that really the reason why he has all these problems now because he went against the world's #1 alcohol selling company, uh starts with a D. I probably get it wrong. Delegon or something like that. You know.
DeLeon, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
Deleon. Yeah.
I would say that just from my experience and what I've seen, I don't think it matters, like you said, what industry it is, because I know the guy who invented, he created the polar bears for Coca Cola. They stole it from him. A brother out
Wow.
of Atlanta. They stole it from him, put it out there. So he was trying to sue Coke. He said that they had this quiet squad that started threatening him, threatening his family, and no one believed him. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would Coca-Cola threaten you? You know, they already got the polar bears. And when I used to tell people about stuff that happened in parties in Hollywood and stuff that I would shy away from, people never believe me. So most people just sit around and don't even say nothing because you're not gonna believe them. I think it happens though in every aspect of money. It
Right.
doesn't
And
matter if we
I
talk about
also
real
think
estate or
that
Walmart.
I think even to circle it back to the sports when they do when you had a combine and stuff like that. I heard Cam Hayward still Cam Hayward said they asked him, "What's your vice?" He was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "No, what's your vice?" Like he was like, "I don't understand what you're saying." They asked him
Hmm.
questions like they want to find what turns you on or whatever. So maybe down the road they might use that against you when it's time to renew your contract or whatever. You
Oh
never know how
man.
this stuff works. Like Deshaun Watson, all that stuff came out after him and the owner started beefing, right?
Yep.
Right.
See what I mean?
Well, if you think about it, if you know a billionaire, right? I've used this as an example the other day. If I go to a party and there's five billionaires in there, right? If I walk in a room and I'm trying to do business, I would be hesitant to walk in that room because anything they said I did, I did. It don't matter. Once I walk in that room, if I go against what their mission is for that day, they have the power and the resources to say I raped somebody, whether I did or didn't. You know what I'm saying? Now with AI, they can actually, just fake the whole junk. So you can't really, you got to watch what rooms you in and you got to pick your battles wisely.
That
And
AI
that
is
battle right
serious.
there,
That
That's
I
AI
crazy.
is
That's
appreciate
scary.
Puff. I appreciate Puff standing up to the liquor companies, but here's the thing. You ain't allowed to stand up and scream when you got skeletons. If somebody puts you in position, remember, if you read Power, the 30, 50 laws of power, whatever, the number one rule is you can't attack the master. You never get above the master. So you can't then somebody put you on and they always got more money than you. Even
right.
when you get to $100 million or $500 million or $2 billion, if they paid you $2 billion, they've made so much money, so they're still above you. So when you try to challenge them, they pull out everything. Like I believe that the liquor companies sent him in there to get the videos because Puff had leverage and they
Hmm.
said go in there and get his leverage. Now he don't have no leverage. He can't say nothing because he don't have no tapes. He
That's
don't have
fact.
no proof. And the question to me becomes like Juice, who got the juice now? Because
Ooh,
now all these tapes is coming out. Where they coming from? Is the government now releasing these tapes because they saying it's a tape of Kevin Hart? Who released it? Where'd it come from? Why now? So you always gotta look. It ain't gone nowhere.
And the hotel that had the tape, why they exempt? You actually saw abuse happen on tape.
right, right.
Why do y'all don't get in trouble? Like you saw it on tape. Why y'all didn't call the police? Right?
I said that. I said if my daughter was there, security saw the tape. Puff tried to obviously not tried. He obviously bought the tape from him for 50,000
Hmm.
because we never saw the tape until they released it. So Puff said they said he went and tried to buy the tape. Apparently he bought the tape. Because if you think about it, if you're a security guard, I'm gonna make you a good security guard. You getting $50 an hour. You top notch security. Nope, I'm gonna give you $100 an hour. You getting
Woo.
$100, $1,000 an hour.
Oh
And Puff
man.
come downstairs and say, "Yo, I got 50,000 for that tape. I don't want it to go out. I don't care how much you make. That's 50,000. You could be a millionaire. You getting ready to make 50,000 for a tape that you take out of it ain't your tape. You at work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's keep in mind you at
Yeah.
your job. This ain't your purse. You don't know Puff or Cassie. You don't know what they into. All you know is he got the whole floor and he got 50 stacks for a tape in there.
And hold on, let me just add this. And she might go right back to him too, right?
And if he do all the stuff he say he does, I know some brothers that would have got that tape for zero.
Yeah.
They'd have walked in and said, "I'm finna leave with that tape." Now, how you want to have it? You a security guard. You say, you know what? You right. Take that, and then they give you 50. So you can't just think that he blew up Kid Cudi's car. Everybody knew it. The government, like he did. That wasn't a secret. They wrote about it in Rolling Stone. How y'all missed that? Now all of a sudden he blow up cars. Everybody been saying he had something to do with Kim Porter's death. Now they reopening the investigation on Kim Porter's death. So
Hey,
money,
CJ. Hold on, but
Yo.
CJ, hey, what's your top 5 comedians of all time, bro?
Oh man, see, you done put me on the
that's
spot,
a
man.
good one right
All
there.
right, all right. So everybody know I was a huge Bernie Mac fan.
Bernie
Me
Mac,
Everybody
too.
knew
okay.
that.
Okay.
I like Richard Pryor.
Me too. Okay.
Um, whew, um, Cedric comedian. Cedric,
Yep.
the
My
entertainer
man.
was one of mine too because I got to move around with him for a little bit. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So
How
I
was
like,
that? How was that?
it was cool, man. But the thing is, when you rock with some of the bigger dudes, man, it ain't gonna be long. You know what I'm saying? They switch up just like everybody else. They good
Right.
people, and you gotta realize they got people pulling on them.
All the
You know what I'm
Right.
time.
saying? Red Fox, and I'm
Yeah.
old school. I'm old school. You know what I'm saying? And I guess some of these young cats I like too. I ain't gonna put them in my top 5, but I like what's the boy name? I like the stuff Drewski be doing because it's different. I
Okay.
got to put him in the entertainer comedian category, but the way he go around getting people to do stupid stuff, you got to put that up there somewhere. He ain't our favorite comedian, but he's just entertainment wise. I got so many, man.
So you
Wait,
like
you
you
got
like
one more,
you
man. You only gave us four. We need one more. Top
I'm
five
trying
is
to decide
five.
which one of them I want to give you because I got
Okay.
a couple, but
No women? You don't like the women comedians,
I mean, you asked me
comedians?
my favorite.
I know.
right.
I was just
Yeah,
wondering.
yeah.
I know. My
I don't
bad.
I don't think I have a top 5 woman
Okay.
Wow.
in my top
Put
5.
yourself in the top five. Go on and throw yourself in there.
No, well, I'm number 1, but I just didn't want to say it. But
Oh, okay.
let me give you another one real quick. Oh man, I like so many people. I gotta leave somebody out.
Robin Harris, Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle, uh,
Eddie Murphy.
Keenan Wayans, Eddie Murphy,
I'm gonna say Martin Lawrence.
Martin. Okay.
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 And the reason I'm gonna tell you a little funny story because I was riding down the street one day in my younger days with the top down, and some chicks were pulled up beside me. Oh my God, is that Martin Lawrence? I was like, no, but I can be Martin for the day. If y'all want me to be, you know what I'm saying? But it's a long list. I really never just said I had a top 5, but that was just like right off the top of my head. As soon as we finish this program, I'll probably have a whole
5
list.
more.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, yeah.
so what do you think about hecklers? Do you enjoy hecklers, or you think it's a hecklers like kind of necessary?
It
I know
depends.
you, huh?
It depends. Hecklers, it depends. I love them, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't get faded anyway. But like, if you got a heckler that's just, a little bit of back and forth between the two of y'all, you can, a seasoned comic can handle that. But if you got just somebody come to ruin the show,
Right.
that's a whole
Right.
different. He needs to be removed. He or she needs to be removed.
A troll. The trolls got to
Right.
go.
Yes, it trolls and people that just came, people that think they should be on the stage other than you.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that gotta go. They just won't shut up. They won't sit down. Security, and they'll take care of that. And you just play the crowd until they're removed. But yeah, I don't mind a heckler, man. It's gonna be everywhere, man. But they gotta remember if you want to heckle, and you in the dark, and I'm up there in broad daylight with that light on me, with that
Right.
microphone, you might get your feelings hurt.
I seen you on purpose. What you got coming up next, man? You
Oh
always
man,
hosting something.
every Friday up until we've been doing it for 4 seasons now. I do a show at the Park RVA called It's Showtime at the Park RVA. It's a spinoff of It's Showtime at the Apollo.
Okay.
And what we do is we get all competition, all of them competitors up and down the East Coast, and they vie for a $2,500 grand prize. So we've been doing really, really well with that. We in season 4, week 7, this up and coming Friday. It's gonna be another great show. I do a lot of corporate comedy as well. That's where the money's at, man. I'm just gonna put it out there. I do a lot of corporate comedies. I do a lot of schools. I do a lot of churches. I do a lot
Okay.
of family functions. I'm all around. Family, friends, and fun is the moniker I live by. Clean family style comedy, and it's gonna get you pretty much where you need to be. You don't need to be on the traveling circuit. You don't need to be all posted up. I mean, most of my gigs that I get are private anyway. You go, you do them, you get paid, you're going back home, sit down. I love it like that because I'm from the country, so we don't need a lot of publicity. And people don't even believe me when I tell them I'm a popular loner. You know what I'm saying? I just do my job. But
Right.
once I'm off the stage, I'm not the comedian anymore. I'm another, just a spectator. I'm a person, and I like my private space. But people think that because you're in the spotlight, that you enjoy that part
Right.
of the show, but
Right.
you really don't, because you
They
get people
they
all
they
the
think
time.
they think you love attention so much you
I,
can't do without it. Right.
exactly, man.
Same thing here.
Yeah, I don't really enjoy, everywhere you go. Oh, that's CJ. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just want to be there.
Right.
And just chill. And I ain't trying to say like, everybody hollering at me or whatever the case may be. But,
I feel what you're saying.
9 times out of 10, when I go to a restaurant and eating, somebody spot me. And the first thing they say, that's the guy from Facebook, that makes all the cowboy videos. I mean, I be
Yeah.
dying laughing, you know. So
So man,
it's cool.
you got any last words? Any last words you want to share with Soul Logistic?
Hey, no, man. I want to first say thank you guys for having me on the show, man. And just like I'm here today, I'm encourage other people to tune in and support you guys as well, man. You've been running your doing your thing, man. I remember I came down in studio a while back, man.
Yeah.
Y'all treated me so good, and we had a great time, man. Love to do it again. And
Yeah.
I had to put that out there. And we had a great time, man. But keep doing your thing, because it's like people like us that add a lot of value to other people's lives. We may not even get the reward or the confirmation of it, but the things that me, you, and Fat Tommy do every day, man, we're changing people's lives, changing people's perspectives, and adding that positive energy, because everything we do is genuine and from the heart, and we don't have any expectations, man. And that's what we're missing in society today. Everybody's bought and paid for.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Everybody's bought and paid for, looking for a buck. I do just as many free shows as I do paid shows, man.
Wow.
Oh,
I
well,
help my
speaking of free
people.
shows, what you doing this Friday?
I got a show. I got a show Friday. What you got going on?
No, I was gonna put one together and see if I can't make me a couple of dollars, and
You
See,
crazy,
we
he,
eat
man.
in
together.
fact, Tom, he's not talking about putting one together for him to do it for free. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
saying?
I'm. Yeah, putting
Hey
one.
man, if your
Put,
budget is bad, we can talk about something, because I got grass up here to be cut. I got trees that need to be, man. Hey, look, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, you got to use your services. It's called the trade and barter system.
yep, that's
If
that's
you
what
need
we
me
Right.
to
know
do a
about. Yep,
show and I need a roof put on my house, and you got
Yeah.
a roofing company, guess what?
we
You
can
gonna
work
get
it
what
out.
you want. Yeah, man.
Yo,
I appreciate y'all for having me today, man.
last question. Give me your realistic uh uh Dallas Cowboys. What the schedule going to be? What's their final record going to be?
Man, well, we 3-2 right now, so we looking at. I'm just being realistic right now. We looking at a 9-8 season,
Nine
man.
and eight.
Yeah, we looking somewhere around 9-8, unless we go on a streak. Or, we got to get back healthy first. We don't, every game we got the next 6, we underdogs.
Well,
Wow.
let me ask you a question. Do you think, because Cowboy fans always say this, and you seem to be a man with integrity. So let me ask you this: do you actually think? What's your odds of y'all going to the Super Bowl this year?
1,000,001. So you're telling me we got a chance?
You got it, a million and one. You got a
Hey,
chance,
man,
though.
we ain't going right now, man. I mean, see, realistically, deep in my heart, Cowboy fan. I'm love my Cowboy Nation. We're not built right now to go to the Super Bowl. And where we are right now, Super Bowl shouldn't even be something that come out of our mouth. But let me tell you this: we rep hard every day, and if there's still a inch of we got a chance. We're gonna talk about it. So until they take that from us, until we eliminate it from the playoffs, guess
Yep,
what?
we got a chance.
We going to Super Bowl.
That's what I've been saying about the Steelers.
Hey,
Until we lose the playoff game, I'm gonna be saying we going to the Super Bowl.
hey,
We
look,
going to the Super Bowl
until
this
they
year.
post that little sticker says
Yeah.
eliminated.
Right. That's right.
Right. And that's where you're supposed to rep, man. Until you're officially out of it, you got a chance.
I'd like to see the Steeler Cowboy from the '70s, the starback Terry Bradshaw days come back where it just be the Steelers and the Cowboys. Thanksgiving, and here we go. We always vying against each other because
That,
that was
that
a very.
fan that fan base was crazy last night. It was exciting, you
I
know.
know it was almost as many Cowboy fans like in Pittsburgh where they come from. So
I,
yeah,
I like
no, no.
I like to see them take Green Bay off of our schedule, mainly almost every year, and replace it with the Steelers to bring that true rivalry back.
Yeah, I would
Mm.
agree with that. That's
That's what
it's a
I would
much better
like.
game. It'd be a much better game. Is
And then,
people
but
want to
see,
see it more.
right, because you guys' fan base is our fan base is a 1-2 if we want to
Yes.
keep it real.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like we talk about all these, cause we got all these the Generation X kids, and they like the little flashy new cars and everything. But for real, when you boil it down, it's like a handful of teams, man. You know, when the Cowboys and Steelers lead the pack, man. If we played each other every year, man, that thing be crazy, man.
Yeah, that'd be
I
crazy.
agree.
That would be crazy.
That would
That
be
would be.
crazy. Yeah. So
CJ, thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. And we got
I
to get up.
appreciate them.
You know what I'm saying? All
I
right.
got you. All right, appreciate
Thank
y'all,
you,
man.
brother. Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Peace.